In the meantime, Clear Vision, a global initiative to inject capital to underserved minority and women-owned businesses, announcing capital commitments of more than $100 million from several of the nation's largest corporations, including Apple, our own parent company Comcast, Constellation Brands, and eBay today. Christopher Williams is a Siebert Williams Shank Chair, joins us in a first on CNBC interview today. Christopher, great to have you. Thanks for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great to be here. Really appreciate the support from all of our corporate partners.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about the initiative, what the mission is overall, and the commitments themselves. I mean, I'm thinking back to last summer where we got a lot of these commitments. Are these fresh, or are these sort of last summer's commitments being put into practice?
Well, these are commitments that reflect the objectives and goals of many of these corporations to support the communities that they serve nationally, with a recognition that they can't continue to thrive long term if so many across America are not thriving and are in fact struggling. So through conversations that we've had with a number of these, actually with each of these companies and many others, we came to a recognition that there's a real opportunity to invest in companies that can help support the growth and help communities thrive that have to date been underperforming because they lack investment in those communities, underperforming because many of the entrepreneurs who have businesses have suffered from a lack of access to capital. And we felt that as a result, they weren't able to provide jobs, they weren't able to provide training, they weren't able to provide opportunity for their citizens. So many of these companies, they looked at that circumstance and said, there's a great opportunity here to put money to work, not just to earn a return, but to put it to work in a way that actually supports these communities and helps them thrive and grow going forward. And that's really what Clear Vision is.
It's a great point. I was just looking at a report out of Goldman yesterday that focused on Black American women who on average are, I couldn't believe this statistic, are 24 times less likely to own their own business. And that's separate from being paid less and having to forego medicine more often because of cost. What types of businesses, or I guess geography, do you think you're going to center on?
Well, we're fortunate in that we will have a broad range. The key is, unlike many of the investment partnerships that have an industry focus and rely on many of their opportunities to be sourced for them, we actually have the resources internally because of our broad footprint and range of industry activities that enables us to touch bases with communities across the country. So let me give you an example. We have a very strong municipal effort that has been among the top underwriters in municipal bonds for over a decade. And that's across the country. So every major population, every major city, we do have an effort there and a local presence and knowledge of what business opportunities exist. So that's one. We also get input from many of our corporate relationships that have supplier relationships that might be diverse owned and minority owned. Okay. They bring and other partners as well. So we have a broad range of opportunities and sources of originating for transactions and investment.
Yeah. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.